we got a Young LA drop, August 8th. These are some of the pieces that I was especially interested in, so we're gonna try on a couple pieces and then give the final verdict at the end. All right, at an overview glance, we have new white flubbers, different colors. These I'm very excited to try. We have 2 shirts. Obviously, there's way more colors, but I have very specific preferences, and these 2 colors were the ones that really stood out to me the most, so I got those. And then these shorts, I was actually on the fence about these, but I'm glad I did, just because they're very thin, light material, lighter than ones they've done in the past. And then we got these fuckers. They named these ugly ass pants, and I mean, to be honest, they're not that bad. They're not ugly. I would definitely wear these with a wife lover, give that 1970s retro vibe. But the biggest thing is, these feel super thin. They're like airy. It's weird. Which ones am I gonna try first? Okay, outfit. I'm impressed. You're nice as hell. Okay, well, this is a 10 out of 10. So I wear an extra large in the shirt and then large in the shorts. My biggest tip is if you want a more oversized feel, definitely size up. I thought I was going to get an oversized feel with this extra large, but as you can see, it's still a little tight. So if I were to order these again, I'd maybe do XL because I currently like a little bit oversized stuff, but that's not a big deal. And then the shorts are immaculate. It's been a minute since I've worn shorts that really, like, I guess come high on the quad. Yo, look at this. Okay. I've been very self-conscious about my quads because I definitely feel like they've shrunk, but here we are. It's been a minute since I've worn shorts that come to here. I usually wear shorts that go down to here just to hide them. You know how that feeling is. Overall, this fit makes me feel like Superman, and that's all that matters. With the other outfits, I will definitely be wearing them in the upcoming vlogs. I just realized this is like a daily vlog. Today is like August. We got a few days until the drop, but with that being said, you'll see the other outfits in the upcoming videos. I'll make sure to wear them. I'll make sure to point them out. And then for this drop, you can always use code GRANT to save yourself some money. Really appreciate it. And just wanted to say thank you in advance if you do use the code, because it does help me and allow me to do what I do, if that makes sense. So, thank you guys. Love you guys. Chest workout time. Alright. Look at that little music choice for the day. I've been really getting into some rock, Foo Fighters, White Stripes, Radiohead, you know, obviously Nirvana. But to start this chest day, I actually do rear delts and side delts, funny enough. Here we have the Prime. It's either a pec deck and or rear delt flies. Do this, ran this for about 4 sets, 2 sets being heavy and then 2 being a back off, with the very last one being a rest pause. Something to keep in mind on this movement is to keep your elbows up and to try to keep your chest just stuck to the pad. That way when you drive back, you can almost eliminate your traps from the movement. And then here we are, we have some side delts. If you look closely, you notice that the handle, instead of gripping it, I'm a dumbass and I put it on the outside of my wrist just so it's more of a, I guess, like a push out versus a pull out. And a tip for this one is to almost imagine you have your hands stuck to your sides and you're trying to push them out and away with your chest high. Because for me, that was a great pointer from my friend Zach. My biggest struggle with this movement is I allow my traps to take over, aka that's why my traps are bigger and my delts are fucking small, but it's okay. We learn. A little late, but we learn. But nothing crazy here. Same kind of rep scheme as the rear delt movement. Work up to a heavy set, go all out for like a top set of like 12 to 15. Instead of doing another one, then that's when I back it down. And then I go for volume. I notice on my delts, if I lighten the load and I focus on pushing for more reps, allowing myself to concentrate on each rep has been a big game changer in just connecting to my delts themselves. And here we go. My last set, I actually did both arms at the same time, and then after they were cooked, I then went into the single arm with it on my wrists. For me, I was just trying to squeeze out every little bit from my delts because it's a hit or miss for me. Like I said in the previous video, shoulders, back, those are like, I guess, my weak points, and it's really just down to the fact of like being able to connect to them very well. So this machine's actually very, very nice. It's the Atlantis lateral raise machine. They have a standing variation and a seated variation, and then if you don't have this, just trying to find a machine variation of a lateral raise would be ideal, but if not, you can always use dumbbells. For me, I suck with dumbbells, so I stay away from them. Look at them go. Look at those baby delts go. Yeah, that's right. About fucking time. Oh yes, here we go. So this and the next movement, they're probably my two new favorite for chest. This is the Atlantis, it's a decline press, but you can flatten the bench all the way just so it's a flat press. But here we go. This was actually my last warm-up set. I started with 1, then 2, now I'm at the 3. Didn't really waste too much time on it, so did 3. That was moving really good, so I pushed myself. I wanted to see if I could do 4. So this is the second hard set I did. The first one I tried to record, and when I went back after the set, it said it just stopped recording. I've never had that happen to me before, but it is what it is. So I think we got this for about 7 or 8 reps for the second hard set, which was in my head, I wish I could have hit 10, because the first hard set I got 12. Yeah, look at that dude. Look at that dude nodding in the back. He's like, yeah, fuck with that. Anyways, yeah, you can see I'm just like, yep, there it is. Fuck. And then here's favorite piece number 2. Same brand. It's just the incline variation of it. My biggest struggle with this one was while pressing, I didn't necessarily get the best connection to my upper chest, but being that this was one of the only upper chest focused movements, and then having my chest absolutely cooked at the end, it gave me a sign where it's just like, okay, no, it did something. But here we have our last set. This was actually a drop set, something I like to do with a lot of my presses, a lot of my movements in general, especially being in a off season and not so much prepping, is I like to add intensifiers wherever I can, just because, fuck, I don't know, it makes it more intense. Yeah, you can see in my eyes, that set just took my soul. But it's okay. Come on, get up. Yep, there we go. So drop set it from 3 plates to 1 1/4. Just try to milk out as many reps as possible at the end. I don't think I got that many. I think I got like 6, 7. Like, when I tell you, after this pressing movement and the one prior, my chest was absolutely fried. Key thing to note here is I'm trying to keep my chest engaged at all times. Elbows not flaring out too much, just because then you're gonna start risking your shoulder health and then potentially utilize more tricep than needed. And now here we are to the cable flies. This is probably another favorite of mine, the functional piece, just because you can do so many different things on it. Like, I've done chest flies like you see now, front raises, a tricep movement, even biceps like a superset if you're in a time crunch. So here we have it, just simple low to high, or just simple high to low. Just honestly trying to burn my chest out as much as I possibly can, because right now my chest was numb and I did not feel a single thing. But biggest thing here is you want to have a sturdy base, like you want to have a solid foundation at the bottom. That way, like when you start getting to heavier weights, you're not using momentum. Like, look, shouldn't have done that. I used to always fly like this with 2 feet out like that, but once you get heavier, you start like leaning back, using momentum to get the weight out, and it's just, yeah, see, look, I go back to normal just because I knew I was fucking up. Dude, I'm struggling with 1 stack. Oh Lord. Chest is absolutely just shit. But this will wrap it up for the chest workout. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now back to the car. Wrapping up the chest workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Something I definitely want to do is give more insight on how I train. Obviously, if I could, I would make more montages, but it's a little difficult being just me, you know? I'm usually the one filming montages like for other people, and can't really do all that cool, crazy shit if I'm in the movement, but also needing to film it. So I'm between a rock and a hard place. But all I can say is my chest is cooked.